I'm Jennifer Walters, or you might know me better as the She-Hulk, or Shulky if we're close. I was thrilled when Marvel announced they wanted to make a show about me, and honestly, I don't know what took them so long. Have you seen how many crossovers my comic book has? I'm like the embodiment of one of those charity ballads that celebrities get together to sing. It's for a cause. Marvel comic sales is the cause. Anyways, I just happen to collect the books myself, so rather than read them alone again, I thought it might be interesting to go ahead and catch everybody up on the story from beginning to end on how I got from your average defense attorney lawyer to a lean green leader of the Avengers. So stick with me, one of the original fourth wall breakers, and you can find out how this guy grew in the last 40 years. Yes, I do get grays. To answer your question. Anyways, let's get to the book already. And here it is! The Savage She-Hulk, self-proclaimed #1 collector's item for life, how true that is. Creation credited by Stan Lee and John Buscema back in 1979. Let's open her up, and the first page we get is a big title shot, "The She-Hulk Lives." Technically this isn't true though, so like all good Hulk stories, we start with Bruce Banner. I don't plan on reading everything to you, but I gotta give you the opener. Here we go. Call him David, or Bruce, or Rob. What does it matter? The important thing is, until today, the tormented Dr. Banner was unlike any other human on Earth, until today. For on this day begins the starting saga of a secret revealed, a tragedy shared, and a monster born in. It actually says born in. Well, that was the best I can do for that. So, go ahead, take it away, Bruce. I can't hack it. Perfect. Let me get into the rundown. Cousin Bruce is brooding in the city with shabby hair and pink pants. You know, incognito. Thinking sadly to himself, I don't like being alone and I'm tired from cops chasing me. I gotta find my amazing and smart cousin Jennifer Walters to help me. She's my only hope. Aw, that's nice of him to say that. I'm glad he's thinking of me. You'll have to see if that's actually what he says. Until then, that's what he says. And there she is, the legend before the legend, Jennifer Walters. Defense attorney, burying her nose in a 20-pound book, as usual. But hold on. What's this image? The bright blue screams look here. So it's the first thing you see, and you get a face with one eye taped open and the other one that looks like eyeliners, stickers. Even my butt in the next panel can't deter you from that distraction. Anyways, we need to get to the backstory page. So, Professor Colbert and evil Conan O'Brien. I mean, Cousin Bruce and his partner Igor are about to start their great gamma experiment when some teenage idiot is found driving across their experiment field. Bruce wants to stop the experiment and moves to help the kid, but evil Conan's true to his name and goes ahead with the experiment. The rest is history. So shock and awe on my face, right? I can't believe what I'm hearing, but before he's even finished the story, he's already talking about leaving again, telling me how he shouldn't lay this on me like he's a one-man pity party. Obviously, I'm like, shut up, you're coming with me, and we leave right away back to my place. Bless him for caring. He continues to explain to me how dangerous it is to try and help, and I practically brush him off to start telling him my trials. At this point, we're both so caught up with trying to help each other, warn each other about each other's dangers. We're not even cognizant of the danger that is pretty much imminent. I get right into telling him about how I was defending a local hood named Moncton who was being framed for a murder that was clearly done by his boss, Trask. Yeah, you recognize the name. I didn't have any evidence that he did it, so I may have tried to scare him by saying that I did. It was just a rumor, but apparently he believed it. We get to my house, and as soon as I get out of the car, they shoot me in the back. A drive-by. Could you be any more of a mob hit? Clearly at this point, I'm knocked out. I don't remember a thing. Bruce could have thrown them through the house as the green guy for all I cared, but according to the stories, he took the nice guy approach, managed to get away from them with a hose. What's more comic book than that? And gets me to safety to the doctor's office that was just down the street and performed a blood transfusion that saved my life. When I woke up at the hospital alone, I wasn't surprised that he left. Apparently, I was ready to get back to work on that Moncton case. Finding the guys who did that to me is not a priority right now. I haven't even had time to consider the connection between the case and the attack when 3 doctors enter my room to finish the job. This is a part of my story I don't wish on anyone. Some events in life we can control. Others, we just can't. We all make decisions every day that have unforeseen consequences. In this case, I told a lie that got somebody angry enough to want to kill me. These guys gave up on themselves enough to take that job and try and kill me. Now we're gonna watch them pay. I remember the panic that struck me in that moment. I was trying to move anything, anywhere, in any direction, but they had me pinned down by my hands and feet and a cloth where my air should have gone, so things were just getting darker as I started thinking to myself, is this it? What was the point of all that fighting? Like, how do I just let this happen? But then I couldn't, so I didn't, and I kept fighting until finally, in pure comic book fashion, just a flip of the page and boom, boom, boom. Now She-Hulk lives. She smashes, she bashes, she chases him down to attack with a clash. Look at him run. Can you believe there's one of them here who thinks he can still take me? It's pretty much fighty from there, which is half the fun of comic books, especially for artists. They love that stuff. So if you want to know what happens at the end of it, it's still easy to find online as a digital download or a physical copy like this one. eBay tip: don't let them try to tell you about how CGC mid-condition it could potentially be unless they're willing to show you each and every single page. It all counts. Otherwise, happy hunting! And if you like what you saw here today, make sure you let me know with a comment or a follow, and I'll know that you're ready for the next book in the series, Death Race. Until then, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day.